Hey, what's up, Crypto Army? I'm Travis, your crypto newbie, bringing you my experiences so you don't have to learn things the hard way. Just a reminder, I'm not a financial advisor. None of my content should be viewed as financial advice. If you like what my content offers, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, and turn on notifications so you get notified whenever I post new content. It really helps the channel grow and get the content out to others that might also like it. Now, a quick ad before we kick into the content for today. Crypto newbie here to tell you how you can get $2,340 in free stocks. All the links I use in this video are in the description. Sign up for Webull and get 2 free stocks valued up to $2,300. Your first stock is free automatically. Deposit any amount and you get your second stock. Deposit 1 penny and you get your second stock. Total value could be up to $2,300. Generally $5 per stock is what you get. Next we have block fee. Get $10 in Bitcoin just for signing up. Read the fine print. I've got a rewards account. You'll get $40 in Bitcoin, as will I. So you know exactly what I'm going to get and what you're going to get. You do need to deposit $100 to get your $40 in Bitcoin. That's the overview how to get $2,340 just by signing up for accounts. So today we're going to take a look at what makes the price go up and down. What are the factors? What should you be aware of when looking at crypto prices or watching YouTube videos? How many of us have seen that Shiba Inu to 1 cent or Shiba Inu to $1 or Safemoon to $1 by the end of the year? This video is going to explain how incredibly unlikely that is to happen without certain other things to happen first, like a token consolidation. Now, I've actually built this particular product twice. The first time when I was first trying to understand some of these quadrillion number tokens, once I understood how everything was interacting, I didn't feel like I needed it anymore, and I didn't realize that I was going to do a YouTube channel that would be helpful to have it. So I should have learned and just kept it. But here it is, and hopefully this will help illustrate how price works for crypto and what is realistic and what is not realistic. So when you see those videos out there that talk about getting to a penny in 3 months from 4 decimal points, that you'll realize just how crazy that is without a token consolidation. So let's dig in and take a look at it. First of all, there's really just one equation, and you just rearrange it to get 2 equations. So you've got market cap equals circulating supply times your price. This can be reorganized to say price equals market cap divided by circulating supply. So really just one equation designed to give you 2 different things depending on what you're looking for. Now, all the data pulls from CoinMarketCap. These are calculated based off the data that's pulled from CoinMarketCap. But if you go look at CoinMarketCap, the market cap that's on here or the price that is on here for Shiba Inu is accurate. So we know that the equation works based off of October 9th at approximately 6 p.m. And if you go look at it, you'll see that the price is approximately 4026 and the market cap is approximately 10 billion. So what does price do? So what are we trying to hit? Now everybody keeps talking about Shiba Inu is going to hit 1 penny. So yellow box means we can manipulate it. Green means it's a calculation of some sort. I actually built a slider to help us illustrate what a burn does. We've been talking about for Shiba Inu doing a burn for a long time. Safemoon has a burn, and a lot of these new tokens have burns. So we can understand where would you need to get the burn to make this more practical to get to that price. Now Shiba Inu, when it first launched, didn't have a burn, and those are the videos typically that you see 1 cent or $1, or I don't know that I've ever seen $100, because I think that would really defy logic, but let's just see. So the slider we've got for 393 trillion tokens, which they've got 394 trillion in circulation right now. So that's pretty close. It's good enough for this particular example. And then we've got a market cap of 10 billion, which is approximately what they have. So there's no multiplier here. The price doesn't have to hit, or nothing has to change in order for us to get this. Now let's look at 1 penny. So 0.01, and that'll give us 1 penny. The market cap has to do a 382x in order to get to 1 penny. It's ridiculous. Now this is approximately Bitcoin's market cap right now, and you're almost 3 to 4 times Bitcoin's market cap in order to pull off 1 penny. Like, I hope that illustrates just how ridiculous it is to get to 1 penny without a burn by the end of the year. Right? Like, that's crazy. That's some crazy talk right there. That's overly ambitious. That's exaggeration to an extreme level. Now, so what is a realistic price? I don't know. What do you think the market cap could be? We're at a $10 billion market cap for Shiba Inu right now. Maybe 20 billion? Is that realistic by the end of the year? I don't know. Let's just see. What if we dropped 1 decimal point? So from the 4 zeros 2 6, 3 zeros 2 6. And how many X do you think that is? 9X. We would have to have $102 billion for your market cap based off of this circulating supply to get to 0.00026. So what is the probability that we're going to get to that market cap? Well, let's look at what other coins are doing. So we know that Bitcoin is the king. It's got the $1 trillion market cap. Ethereum's only at 422 billion. So 4 times what we would need to get SHIB to get to that particular price. And then there's Cardano at 72. So it would have to be past Cardano to get to that market cap. Anybody want to bet that that'll happen? We're not even in the top 14 for SHIB. Where's SHIB now? 26, I think? 20. So we're 20. We would have to pass everybody all the way up to number 3 to even be close to the market cap necessary to get to that particular price. So then what needs to change? Are all of these tokens going to have this particular problem? No. When they have a burn, you're going to decrease your circulating supply. So price, market cap, and circulating supply. Your market cap is based off your price times your circulating supply. So we need to change our circulating supply in order to have an influence on this equation. So let's drop down our circulating supply. If we want to get to a more reasonable, let's just say we double it. If we want to get to this number, what do we need to do to just have to double our market cap? So 20 billion. So you can see we're right around here. So if we had a circulating supply of 80 trillion and we doubled our market cap, we would get there. I don't think the $25,000 burns are going to pull it off. And what I'm trying to illustrate here is reality. The reality is for a token that doesn't have a very strong burn mechanism, it's going to take time, perhaps a lot of time, to achieve some of the numbers that you see on other YouTube videos or across the communities for some of these tokens. Even with the burn, even if you're burning trillions of tokens every couple months, it's still going to take time. 1 quadrillion tokens is a lot of tokens. And the higher the price gets, the slower the burn's going to get. Because you're not burning trillions of tokens anymore. You're burning billions of tokens. This is why this matters. Bringing back to reality on what to expect when you do your investments. Now we've already dropped 1 0 since May for the Shiba Inu token. Could it drop another 0? Let's go back up to 394 trillion. All right, so that's 394 trillion circulating supply. And we want to drop 1 0 because we have 4 zeros. Let's be less ambitious. Let's just 0.103, let's say 3 zeros and a 9. It's really hard to drop a 0. Maybe we should have less ambitious goals. How about we just have 4 zeros, 7? Let's try that. So 4 zeros, 7. There we go. That's not so bad. So realistically, with a $27 billion market cap, we might get to 407. That's a big difference between 1 cent. Now, I'm not saying that Shiba Inu won't get to 1 cent. I am saying that Shiba Inu, without a token consolidation or some sort of a significant burn, will not get to 1 cent by the end of the year. It's impossible. It's beyond the realm of reasonable. And I hope you agree. And I hope that makes sense to everybody. The equation is simple. You just plug in numbers and you can do your own tests at home. I just did a fundamental analysis of Klekai. It has 100 quadrillion tokens, but didn't do a burn as part of the token launch. So they've got the vast majority of their tokens still there. How long is it going to take to drop to a price that most people would want to get to? 1 cent, 10 cents. Most of the big traders with a lot of money aren't looking for 9 zeros or 7 zeros. They're really looking for even 1/100th. They'll work with that a little bit easier than these numbers, which is part of the reason why Safemoon is trying to do a token consolidation, because it makes it easier for pairing with, say, Bitcoin, and it also makes it easier for putting it in different exchanges, and the big traders like the bigger numbers. That's what they're used to. For 100 years, we've been using normal numbers, not fractionals of Bitcoin or fractions, 1/1000th, 1/10,000th of a dollar. We haven't used those kinds of numbers when we're talking about buying into these kinds of systems. Relatively new. I've been mentioning Safemoon so much in this video that I figure I should probably show you what the calculations for Safemoon are, because I know somebody's going to ask, and I may as well just put it up on the screen right now anyway. And I'm excited by it. I tend to think that Safemoon's undervalued. It's got a lot of stored potential that hasn't really been reflected in the price yet. When you consider that it's got an exchange, it's got a blockchain in the works, it's working on NFTs, it's got to have cryptonomics, which is completely different from just about anybody else that's out there. They've already launched their wallet on Android and iOS. They've got a lot of stuff in the pipeline for a very condensed period of time, most of which is going to launch between now and early next year. I have a feeling this one could go really, really well, assuming they don't mess it all up. But anyway, let's take a look at it. 585 trillion, roughly the same. They've got a really small market cap at less than $1 billion because their price is really low right now and their volumes are usually in the range of 9 to 10 million. And sometimes it spikes up in the 20s and 30s, but it's nowhere near what Shiba is doing at $10 billion. But they're also not on Coinbase, and they're not on Webull, and they're not currently on Webull. They're not on Robinhood. A lot of the same issues that Shiba had for months leading up until now. Now they're getting listed on all their exchanges, and they're getting the traders that are involved with them. They're getting the volumes associated with that. Now, Webull's got Safemoon in their favorites list, so you can take a look at it and watch it. It's just a matter of time, I think, until Webull puts it on their exchange, because it's got a lot of potential, especially after they do the token consolidation and drop 3 zeros. It will hit that 1/100th of a cent that Shiba Inu is chasing. It may not hit 1 cent, but I would predict within days of V2 launching, because it's going to be 1,000 to 1 ratio, they're going to probably hit that 1/100th area, or in that vicinity of 2 to 3 zeros. So a lot of potential. And then from there, if they start getting the volume, this one could really go up quick. And let's just assume that the V2 hasn't happened, or doesn't happen while all this stuff happens, so the numbers are easier to work with. This is their current price. What if they got the same price as Shiba has right now? So 4 zeros, 26. That's a 15x to their market cap. $15 billion. If you held Safemoon at its current price and it does a 15x, and your price hits 4026, how much money do you have? That's why I'm excited about Safemoon, because there's so much untapped potential built into this particular project right now, because they haven't launched all the things they've gotten to work, and most of them are on the roadmap for this year. It's October, November, December. I have a feeling some of it's going to shift to next year, but I think the V2 token consolidation, we'll probably find out more tomorrow. I think we're going to start seeing that in the next couple weeks. And then shortly after that, we'll see the blockchain and the exchange, and we'll start seeing some of those things come into play. Could the market cap get to 15 billion? I think so. It's already been in the billions before, and its price was right up there with Shiba right now. I think it's entirely possible that Safemoon will do this, 15x. Will it be this year? I don't know. Will it be next year? I think so. I think next year, if everything goes smoothly, it'll do a 15x. It'll be a little harder to explain because they're going to do a 1,000 to 1 token consolidation. So their numbers are going to look kind of funky, at least between today's number and tomorrow's number. But if you track it from after that, I think you can show that it'll do a 15x. I suspect it'll be easier for Robinhood to list it because the numbers are more manageable. It'll be easier for Webull, who's already listed Shiba Inu, to list it. This project has a lot of untapped potential, and I really think it's undervalued for what they've got in the pipeline. And that's why I wanted to cover this, because I know somebody was going to ask the question. Hey, you talked about Safemoon, but you never actually showed it. So here I'm showing it. I think 15x is reasonable. I think that's entirely possible. And they dropped a 0 to get to 4 zeros, 2 6. Because right now there are 5 zeros, 1 6. That's a significant increase. I think right now 1 trillion tokens is somewhere around $1,700. Do the math on what that turns into. How much is that after hitting this price change? You might be excited to see. Hopefully you found this video helpful. I review the comments, so make sure to leave any suggestions, requests, or questions you might have. And if there are any topics you want me to dive deeper into, definitely let me know. Just a reminder, if you found my content helpful, please hit the subscribe button, like the video, and turn on notifications. That way you get notified when I post more content in the future. And it also really helps the channel spread. Until next time, stay strong with those diamond hands.